Hi, in this lecture I will discuss about the next DevOps lifecycle, that is continuous integration or code integration. In the previous lecture we got an idea about continuous development. So that was the first phase of the DevOps lifecycle, is where the planning or software coding takes place. The next stage is your continuous integration. So it is the heart of the entire DevOps lifecycle. It is a software development practice in which developers require to commit changes to the source code more frequently. The source code gets modified several times and those changes will happen weekly or daily basis. So in this phase, bugs in the source code are detected early on, or to generate new code that brings more functionality to the application. So the tools involved in continuous integration are Jenkins, Apache Maven, Apache Tomcat, Sonar Cube, Nexus, Jfrog, etc. And first I will show you each and everything manually, and then I will show you with the Jenkins. So Jenkins is a popular tool that is used in this phase, or we can say it is an automation tool. So let's understand this continuous integration with a diagram so that you will have a clear picture about what happened in the continuous integration. So here you can see in the figure, this is the client. And client has given a project to this company and the name of the project is project A. So in the first phase, that is continuous development, is where the planning and the source coding takes place. So first of all, they will define what all the developers they will work for this project, and the developers they can use any of this source code. They can use Java, Python, JavaScript, C++ as per the requirement of the project. And finally, they will create the code and push it in the GitHub. So GitHub is the centralized location where all the developers will finally push their code, right? So let me show you from the GitHub. So here you can see this is my GitHub account and this is the name of the repository. So this repository name I have assigned to a project. So the name of the repository is Spring Boot Web Application. So this is a project, and here you can see the developer has created the code for this project. So you can see this is the file names and this is the pom.xml. So this is a very important file. We will understand this file in the later lectures. Now coming back here. Now we have the code in the GitHub. Right? The developers has created the code. The next phase is your continuous integration. So very first step in the continuous integration is build the package. So with the help of different tools, they are going to build the package. So here the IT teams comes into the picture. They are going to build the package. Suppose the developers, they have written the code in Java. In that case, they are going to use the Maven tool. If it is written in the Node.js, they are going to use the npm tool. If it is written in Python, then they are going to use the Python tool. So like this way, I have mentioned all the tools. So first step, they are going to build the package. And once the package will be built, we are going to do the testing. Suppose while building the package, the operation team are getting so many errors. So they are going to forward those errors to the developer teams. They will say that I am getting these errors. So here you can see there is a collaboration between the DevOps team and the IT team. So what will happen? The developers teams, they will recreate the code or they will do some changes in the code. And then they will say that, okay, we have done some changes in the code. Then again, you are going to build the package using the Maven. Okay. And you will see that still the error is coming or not. If you are getting the error still, again, you will get back to the developer team. And finally, once the build will be completed, after you resolving all the issues, all the errors, you will finally build the package. So I will show you manually how to build the package using the Maven tool. Now the next step is you are going to use this tool, that is Sonar Cube. So this is a code quality of the build can be checked by this tool. Now you want to check the quality of the code. So there are certain parameters that will be checked by this tool. I will show you practically how we can install this tool and how we can integrate this tool with Maven. Suppose at this stage I am getting a lot of errors. I am getting few errors and which says that they have written the code not in a proper way. So all these things that will become under this Sonar Cube tool, and you will get back to the developers with all those errors and you will pass on to the developers. Developers is responsible to solve those errors. Suppose finally your Sonar Cube tool has passed the package. Now after building the package using the Maven tool, the package will be created in jar format or var format, right? So that you are going to define in the pom.xml file. So I will show you here. So this is the code and here we have the pom.xml. So in that pom.xml you will mention the extension of the package after the build. It could be jar or var, right? So first step, build the package, and then you are going to check the code quality using this Sonar Cube. Now you have the package which is passed by Sonar Cube. Now you want to put your package into some repository. Now the question is here, why don't we use the GitHub to store our repository instead of this Nexus repository? So the answer is the GitHub is having the limited space. Suppose you have built the package and the package size is 3 GB. Your GitHub is not going to provide you 3 GB to store the package. In that case, you need to go with the third-party software like Nexus or Jfrog. I will show you practically how to integrate Nexus with the Sonar Cube or Maven. Finally, the build artifacts can be stored in the Nexus or Jfrog repository. So Nexus and Jfrog both are different vendor which provides the repositories where you can save your artifacts, that is your build. And finally, you can automate this entire process, your continuous integration using Jenkins, right? So first in the lab, I will show you each and everything manually so that you will have the concept in your mind. And then I will show you how we can automate all those things using the Jenkins. I will show you how we can integrate Maven with Jenkins, how we can integrate Sonar Cube with Jenkins and Nexus with Jenkins. So that's all. We'll see you in the next lecture.